This video is about Symphony No. 1, Spring, by Robert Schumann. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Robert Schumann was a German composer who lived from 1810 to 1856. He wrote many works for orchestra. A symphony is a large piece of music for orchestra. Schumann composed a total of 4 symphonies. The Spring Symphony was his first symphony. It was written in 1841. Schumann composed the Spring Symphony in just 4 days. He was very happy at the time because he had just married Clara Wieck. Spring inspired him to write this music. Schumann said that he wrote the symphony when he longed for spring. The premiere took place on March 31, 1841, in Leipzig. The Spring Symphony consists of 4 movements. Each movement has its own character. The first movement is lively and cheerful. The second movement is slow and calm. The third movement is a fast dance. The fourth movement is lively again and brings the piece to a close. All movements together last about 30 minutes. The first movement begins with a fanfare call from the trumpets and horns. This call is reminiscent of a spring wake-up call. This is followed by a cheerful, lively melody. The music is very agitated and energetic. There are many changes between loud and quiet passages. The movement ends with a powerful conclusion. The second movement is slow and sentimental. It begins with a beautiful melody in the strings. The music sounds like a love song. In the middle of the movement there is a more agitated part. Then the calm mood returns. This movement shows Schumann's ability to write expressive melodies. The third movement is a fast, lively dance. It has a cheerful rhythm. The music is reminiscent of a peasant dance in spring. There are many changes between different instrument groups. In the middle of the movement there is a quieter part. Then the fast dance returns. This movement brings variety to the symphony. The fourth movement is fast and full of energy again. It begins with a catchy melody. The music becomes more and more agitated and virtuosic. Schumann uses all the instruments of the orchestra here. The movement ends with a brilliant, powerful conclusion. This last movement summarizes the moods of the other movements and forms a crowning conclusion to the symphony. The Spring Symphony has some special features. Schumann often uses contrasts in his music, for example between loud and quiet or fast and slow. He uses the different timbres of the orchestral instruments very skillfully. The symphony has a very positive and cheerful mood. It reflects Schumann's feelings of happiness and his love of nature. The Spring Symphony was Schumann's first symphony and a great success. It showed that Schumann could compose not only piano music but also orchestral works. The symphony influenced many other composers. It is often played in concerts and is part of the standard repertoire of orchestras. The Spring Symphony is a good example of romantic orchestral music.